Brian Johnson, and I've been kind of, I guess the internet term is lurking. I've been lurking on your channel for a while, and I thought I'd throw up a couple of responses. And one of the things I wanted to talk about that you had a question on the beginning of July, it looks like here, was buying a domain name. And you went over some of the important steps in registering a domain name and what people should think about. And I wanted to kind of do a 202 version, if you would, or how to buy a domain name if you're into internet marketing. And I want to talk about really the importance of understanding what people are searching for, utilizing a keyword phrase based on an important search term in your industry, and creating a domain on that term. Now, an example I like to use is if you were an affiliate, or if you were a company or whatever, if you were basically trying to sell anti-spyware software, a great domain would be maybe just that, anti-spyware software, or remove spyware. RemoveSpyware.com would be fantastic, because what you want to do when you register a domain, and you're going to start off and you're going to build a new site, is you want to do your due diligence and you want to start off with the right steps. So the first step is to identify exactly what you're going after, and you want to see where your target visitors are. So you go to one of the sites like Overture Search Tool, or maybe WordTracker, or you could use one of the newer services like NicheBot. And you want to put in your main keyword. So I would enter in spyware, and you want to get a list of all the keywords that come back for spyware. At that point, what you want to do is you want to look for the shorter phrases, 2- and 3-word search phrases that people are using to get information. So one of the top ones obviously is going to be that phrase I mentioned, remove spyware. So then you would go and you take a look, you'd run over to GoDaddy or any of the other companies where you can register a domain name, and you would type in remove spyware, and you'd see that nothing is available. Okay, well, that wasn't a big surprise, because it's 2007 and domains are scarce, especially the .coms. But that doesn't mean you can't come up with a great domain name that features the term remove spyware. Maybe you could get helpremovespyware.com or spywareremoval.com. And basically what you want to do is you want to go through the keywords that people are using. You want to identify maybe the top 10 phrases, and then you want to search for a top-level domain name. So that would include .com and .net primarily. You really want to try to stick to the .com. People just know .com these days. It's much more prevalent, and so it's just really important. So at that point, you've got your list of 10 primary keywords, and then you can go through your list and you can try to identify domains that are available that have the exact keyword as the domain name. You don't want any hyphens, and if at all possible, you always want to try to keep your domain pretty short. So I like to try to keep mine under about 14 characters. So remove spyware, that would work fine. Spywareremoval.com, that would be great. Delete spyware is another one that comes out of my head right away. Killspyware.com, that would actually work okay. If you're in an industry that's very, very competitive and all the great domains are gone, then maybe just tack on something at the end or prior. So removespyware101.com. So then your whole mantra could be, basic tips on keeping your computer free of spyware. Spyware101.com. Or myspywareremoval.com. Those types of things. The my is great. Get is a short word that you can use often if you're trying to sell a commercial product or service or something. So let's think of, I'm looking at a Guy Buffet prints. So you could have getprints.com, or you could have getfineart.com. These kind of domains are great, and they've got your keyword that you're focusing on, and that keyword will help you in years to come, because people will link to your site using a search phrase that's already popular. There's a very good chance if you registered the domain getfineart.com that someone would link to it in a hyperlink, and the link would be getfineart, and that would be it. And basically your search phrase fine art would be in your anchor text or your hyperlink, and that's really going to help push your rankings up. So a quick tip on some thoughts about domain names and how you can utilize search traffic and search terms that people are using within your industry to identify a domain that's going to help you rank well. Take care.